It is a biting a cash crunch that is now facing the country once again. The government admitting it is broke and now facing a shortfall of 70 billion shillings, unable to meet its projected revenue estimates. Appearing before the Senate Finance Committee, Treasury Secretary Henry Rotich at pains to explain failure to disburse funds to counties from November last year, the cash crunch blamed on difficult circumstances in 2017.
By March, we had actually submitted the budget because of elections. Many assumptions was built into that budget on terms of revenue, and some of those assumptions did not obtain, particularly the collection of revenue. As you all know, things slow down after election.
The way out, according to the CS, now lies in slashing funds allocated to counties by between 15 and 17 billion shillings in the next financial year by amending the Division of Revenue Act. So far, 134 billion shillings has been disbursed to counties, translating to only 43% of their allocation.
We have already tightened expenditure, especially for the national government. We have had a preliminary discussion with the governors to also institute austerity measures.
Counties had been allocated 302 billion shillings in the 2017-2018 financial year. Should the amendment bill sail through, it means it would go down to between 287 and 284 billion in the 2018-2019 financial year.
So even the figure we are looking at, the 302, we may not, we want to bring a Division of Revenue amendment bill to lower that number.
Only last month, governors had been on the receiving end, owing suppliers at least 99.2 billion shillings in unpaid bills. At an IBEC meeting, the DP announcing that a compromise deal between the National Treasury and the Commission on Revenue Allocation had resulted in a breakthrough. In the 2018-2019 financial year, county governments were set to receive 368 billion shillings in equitable share of revenue, a 3% increase from last year, which stood at 33% allocation to the tune of 326 billion.
For the first time in 5 years, I have chaired this meeting. We are agreeing on the division of revenue as a matter of principle.
Now it appears that is no longer the case. In essence, the country is broke. An admission by a government that has, on the one hand, set out to embark on mega projects running into billions of shillings, but on the other, has continued to struggle with public wastage as well as austerity measures that just won't cut it. Now, how to get itself out of this rut remains its next hurdle. Jackie Maribe, Citizen TV in Nairobi.